Alright guys, let's go. Okay guys, we're heading out today on the 2018 model Triumph Street Scrambler. So this is me around first trip in town. I've already been out on the little 390 Duke, and already you can pick what a more relaxed ride this is, but then again the bike is worth twice the price. So looking at it that way, it's a lot different bike, a lot different ride. And the suspension straight up is nice and soft. Instrument nice and clear, nice and easy to read. And overall, not a bad place to sit. Controls are nice. A nice power delivery in all the gears. So far it appears really silky smooth all the way through it. I don't know whether you can hear it, you probably won't be able to hear this, but really nice exhaust note. What I'm planning on doing with this ride, and I only thought today I'd want to come back from the KTM run, but I might bring this bike out for the first time. I've only put exactly 30 kilometres on the bike now. I might take it out and run this bike. Ooh. Takes a bit of getting used to all these bikes, running from one to the other, and this is only my second trip on this bike since I bought it, so yeah, I tell you what, really it delivers power nicely. What I have noticed straight off, there's no buzz at all through the bars. Absolutely none. So it is really nice in that area. And it really does swing around these bends here, you know, really nice. Yeah, so back to where I was, what I was going to say earlier. I might take this bike for a run out and run the same road as what I did 4 months earlier, I think it was roughly 4 months earlier, when I had the 650 Royal Enfield Interceptor. So I'll run this bike along that same track and just see what I think of this bike compared to when I ran the Interceptor. So I think that wouldn't be a bad bit of a test. So we'll work our way out that way and see how things go. Although this bike's a little bit heavier than the got myself a neutral in. But it does swing around the bends nice. I think that's a problem when you've got 4 bikes and you're jumping on one different bike and not really doing it like on a daily basis, just doing it once every few weeks or something. You've got to be on these bikes regularly and you know, to get an idea how they go. But yeah, I think this one here, when you got used to it, you know, it really lays the power down nicely and it really swings down into the corners nice for a bike that's virtually brand new with 30 kilometres on it. Just noticed I had my indicators still on there too. Road closed on side roads, eh? But I was just going to run this bike around town at first, and I thought, oh no, I'll bring her out here and give her a bit of a run. It's been there sitting now for the best part of a month. One good thing about this nice Nice big speedo there to look at, so no trouble looking at that. And if any of you guys tuned in for the first time, this bike's got, apart from ABS, it's got traction control and almost sure it didn't want to give way. You've got your gear selector in this one too, but it's pretty hard to see here. Not as easy as what it is in the KTM. You can feel this sort of start moving along when you put your throttle down a bit there. I think the guy I bought this bike off, he told me that he can run this along at 100 kilometres an hour on the running, no problem, so get a bit of exhaust note out of this one for the twin pipes, though they seem to be silenced pretty well. You can still hear them okay. Starting to cool down a bit now. It's pushing towards 3 o'clock here, so it's not as good as it was earlier on. The hand grips on this one aren't bad either. They're sort of a nice soft sticky sort of rubber, so not bad. Anyway, we can run her up to 80 k's and see how it, oh yeah, you can feel it sort of pull you back along the seat a little bit and just run into fifth. It's only a 5-speed box on this bike, where the other KTM ran a 6, this one's only runs 5. Another thing too, your hand width or your span of the arms seem to be fairly wide. Just don't want to go run around these bends too wide on these new tyres. And yeah, you can feel this sort of move forward on the changes. Although the changes appear so far reasonably precise, at this stage it's hard to say if they are quite as precise as what's on that little KTM. I was fairly impressed with the gear change on that KTM, to be honest, and although they seem pretty good, I think it'd be something I'd have to wait and really comment which one's got the better gear change, say at 3,000 k's on both bikes. It's a bit early to predict, but you know, it'd be a hard call at this stage, but you know, the KTM might be half the price, but I was pretty impressed with how it changed gears. But when we get out along this next couple of bends, I can open her up and cruise this at 100 k's. See how she fires.